Okay, so here we are going to discuss the feasibilities for primal and dual. So on the column, we are going to look at three different status for primal, and on the rows, like on the top header, we have the dual for the exact same three possible status, which are feasible and bounded, infeasible and unbounded. Okay, so we have already seen that if primal is feasible and bounded, then the dual is also going to be feasible and bounded. So that means this is the case, and in that case the objective values are going to be finite. So these cases are not applicable, right? So that's because of the theorems of duality. Now we have also seen that if the primal is unbounded, in that case there is only one possibility for the dual, which is dual is going to be infeasible. So if primal is unbounded, since we are minimizing primal, so ZP is going to be minus infinity, and since dual, which we are maximizing, but it is infeasible, so the dual objective is also going to be minus infinity. And we can have an exact mirror case where the dual is unbounded. That means its dual, which is going to be the primal, is going to be infeasible. All right, so that is this entry, right, where it is saying that my primal is going to be infinity and dual is also going to be infinity, right? And this case is not possible because there cannot be primal and dual cannot be both unbounded. If primal is unbounded, then dual solution cannot exist, so this case is not possible. But this is one interesting case. If the primal is infeasible, then there is a possibility that dual can also be infeasible, and in that case something very interesting happens, right? So since we are maximizing dual, so dual objective is going to be minus infinity because there are no solutions for dual, and since we are minimizing primal, its objective is going to be plus infinity. So that's the only case where the dual ZD is going to be strictly less than primal ZP, right? So that is the case when both of them are infeasible, and in fact this can actually happen. So let's see one example for that, right? So this is a primal. So it's easy to see that this is infeasible. You can actually plot it in the graph, or this is the inequality you can use, right? So it is saying that x1 is less than equal to minus 1, right? If you just multiply this with minus 1, then you get x1 is less than equal to minus 1, and x1 is also greater or equal to 0. So that both of them cannot happen. So this is obviously infeasible. And if you try to construct the dual for this, then this is what you get as the dual, right? Which is apparently exactly the same as the primal. If you just multiply things with minus 1, some of these constraints, and rearrange those terms, then it is exactly the same as this primal term. So this is like a cool example where primal and dual are exactly the same, and because of that this is also infeasible, right? So primal and dual, both of them are infeasible.